Bork, 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 bork.
Or in Grimham's case, orc, 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 orc.
Not even gonna.
Or in Danielle's case, cork, 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 cork.
I think that applies to Kayla too.
You're now listening to Legends from a Cramped Apartment.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
It's one button.
I missed. I clicked it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Legends from a Cramped Apartment.
I think it actually is a touchscreen.
We hope you missed us as much as
Kayla missed the button.
Chocolate, and as much as Kayla just missed the button.
On a touchscreen.
So if at any point in time Kayla or Duncan says something at a really strange time, you know why. It's because their audio is completely out of sync with the rest of us.
Yellow.
So we finished with the end of that combat with the gnolls and the Grix.
Someone's face didn't get gnawed off this time.
Correct.
I now have hot
Someone else's
chocolate.
face.
In fact, did
Also
anyone
did not.
take damage? Oh yeah, Jesse took a little bit of
Grimham
damage.
took some
That
damage.
horse
And your
took,
horse got wrecked.
did its job
Yeah.
for the
Yes.
greater good.
It kept the gnoll thing from coming over and messing somebody up.
Yeah, that's what its whole purpose was.
Yeah, so yeah, multiple consecutive fireballs. Really good way to deal with hordes.
Yeah, indeed.
Anyway. You guys, I believe, had a plan to head for this coastal city, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, I had a question first.
Okay.
Do you get two fighting styles if you have two different classes that have
Yes.
fighting style?
Yes, you cannot double stack, so you can't take defense twice or anything like that. But yes, with multiple fighting style classes, you get multiple fighting styles.
Alright, cool. Grimham now has two fighting styles.
Second level paladin.
Cool beans.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make a new horse.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna look at the body of the giant Grick and see if there's anything on it.
So its skin is exceptionally tough.
Go inside. It's thinner from the inside.
I'm trying to pass it to it.
Its skin is the same thickness from the inside and the outside. So yeah, I mean it's very large. It's got large tracts of hide that hasn't really been touched. Make me investigation check or survival if you're better at that. I don't think it matters either way.
Better at survival. That's a 3. That's how much better I am at survival.
You don't have a minus.
Yep.
Softer from the inside.
Someone else is welcome to try as
You're
well.
pretty sure that from the inside, the skin must be like marshmallows. That's all I can tell you.
I will nature. Hey, that is a natural 20.
Hey.
Okay, there's no blood
No blood.
in this
Interesting.
brick at all.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's what she did to it.
Interesting.
No. Not slurp.
Just
Oh. Oh. Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah. 'Cause that's lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
So coincidentally, this is dried meat.
Hey, that will last for some time.
We're going in the desert.
Not a bad choice.
As long as you don't mix it in with dried human meat, you'll probably be okay.
There's a story there. We're not gonna get into it.
Okay, cool. You harvest enough meat for the journey. You make the journey. Because I don't want to deal with you guys wandering around the desert for 18 sessions.
Thank you.
We could do an entire, rendition of Jesus Christ Superstar, multiple times over before we got through the desert.
I'll pass.
Yeah, so, yeah. By the time you listen to this, we will have already done this, but we're going to be doing some large edits because we've realized we tend to drag a bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a bit.
Like we've got...
we spent
chainmail attached to our feet.
5 episodes in that city where there was nothing happening at all. Anyway, so you make the journey, you cross the desert, things are fairly uneventful.
It's really hot.
Fight some
But is it hot
something
with
that
a
you might be in the
WT?
desert.
We
How?
fight some sand.
Yeah, no, it's
Methods.
coarse and rough and it gets everywhere.
That's unfortunate.
Did we get to the town?
You make it to the port city.
Cool.
What's the name of this port city?
Damn it, Jesse.
I didn't ask you to name any of the knolls. Just saying.
It's true.
It's because you didn't stop to talk to them or search for dog tags.
Oh, so I see what you did there. Dog tags, gnolls. It was fun.
Oh, because they're hyenas?
Yes.
Hyenas aren't even canines. We're going with Jingubi.
Jugubi?
Jingubi.
Jingubi.
Jinguby.
Do they have a brewery of some kind here?
For
gin.
That would be a distillery. Gin is a distilled beverage.
You know what? You're probably right. I don't drink. Do they have one of those things?
A distillery for gin? They do not.
Dang it.
So there's not the...
Because that's
gin,
all
gin,
kinds
gin.
of flammable material, my friends.
Why do we need flammable material?
Why don't you need flammable material?
Because we're here to get a ship, not burn the ships.
You know what? I kind of feel like flammable material is a really easy way to summon a dragon.
Why are we summoning a dragon?
I don't know. It worked last time.
God.
All we need to do is get alcohol and dehydrate it. Boom.
That begs the question: if you shape water something that's a solution, does the entire thing go, or just the water portion?
I'm just gonna have to go with if it's majority, it works. If it's like close, if it's close, then it
Kinda
tries
works.
to work, and otherwise no. Because I just do not want to deal with that.
Chemistry and D&D. All right, onwards.
It's actually
The more science you put in D&D, the
more
more
great.
shenanigan it gets.
I'm looking at you, Duncan.
I like science. Okay, science is my
Do your
mistress.
characters like science?
I don't have a particular
I need that
disregard for
bumper
science.
sticker right now.
What's your intelligence?
Do your characters like science?
No,
Hey, just,
no.
I can't,
Science
just
is
because
my
I'm not
mission.
intelligent doesn't mean I can't like science.
That's
You're
actually
really
a great
bad at
episode
it.
name.
I like science when I was in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
You've just named our newest episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Science is my mistress.
Science
The
is
one
my
where
mistress.
science was his mistress.
It's true.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go see if any of the captains are heading towards the continent whose name I cannot remember that has the water veil and sunveil on it.
Yeah, so you're gonna go see if any of the captains are heading to full answer.
Yes.
There's no one in port that you recognize. There's a couple of ships in port that you've heard of.
That's the whole class or background feature, random.
Yeah, there's no one in town that you know. You don't have to know somebody in every port. It's a big world. Calm down.
Got lots of continents.
Yeah, there's ketchup,
There's mustard,
relish.
onion.
I hate you guys.
Is onion a topping or a condiment?
Practice safe snacks. Always use your
I hate
condiments.
All of you guys.
And when my best friend played saxophone, their saxophone shirts were practice safe sax. Always wear a neck strap. It was great.
Band jokes.
There are 3 ships in port whose names you recognize. They're not captains you've sailed with before. So there's the Agassiz, the Tricord, and
Oh my god, tricorder.
the
Judge
Guildford.
it. The Guildford.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go tricord.
Do I know any of the crew that I might have worked with that transferred over to those ships?
So it's been a bit since you were actively sailing.
Yeah.
But you could go sort of hang out in taverns and try to have a look-see.
Let's do that.
All right.
I was also a sailor for time. Not the class feature, but
Yeah, no, it's true. You've worked on a ship.
And I also
on
have
a
the
ship.
sailor
okay.
class feature.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
This was more of a military vessel. kind of thing.
6 degrees of separation, man.
I
Yeah.
studied boys.
You are welcome to go hit the bars if that's your inclination. You are welcome to go hit the bars.
Why is it so important to find people that you know?
Because they have free passage. And, they'll probably ask fewer questions.
Or we're going back
I
to a
mean-
main continent?
Where we
Yeah.
don't have
Why you're
papers.
here without any documentation.
Or rather, even if they won't take us, they won't report us to the authorities because I'm an old friend.
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
I still don't know why we don't just use magicness from the wizard to
Because they might
document
actually
it.
take them.
I mean,
Take your
Rimmel
papers.
is great at showing documents.
Yeah, he is. I remember. It was fantastic.
They might need to stamp them.
Why?
Yeah, that's a good point. You know?
I mean, wouldn't you all collectively, as sailors, at one point or another, know exactly what it takes to get somebody across a ship, what they're going to ask, what we need to come up with,
Yes.
etc.?
Pretty
But
sure they're going to ask for papers.
if they do need to touch it physically, we're screwed.
That's the problem.
So you couldn't just like take a piece of paper and illusion words onto it, because then they could take the piece of paper and it would still have words
She
on
can't.
it.
The second that
She
they
can't
interact
move
with it,
it.
it disappears.
actually she
Oh
can't.
wait,
Because
can-
we waved
oh,
it
she had
around
illusion?
last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought she was enchantment for some reason.
I am
So I mean,
enchantment.
the issue last time is we
I
made
thought you were
an
illusion.
No.
imaginary piece of paper with words on it. What if we just used an actual piece of paper with imaginary words on it? And then we could give them the piece of paper, and it would be a physical, tangible piece of paper that they could then look at and stamp.
If they touched it, would it disappear with the?
Give it back.
So,
you know
the
your hand
idea-
passes through it. You can interact with it, but it's
No,
still a piece of paper.
They would realize that it's an illusion if they interacted with the ink. So if they started to feel over it, feel for ink rises, then
I
they
mean,
literally just grab it to stamp
Can
it.
you feel the ink on this piece of paper?
Yeah, I've
No, that's what
never
I'm saying.
felt ink
To be
rise
fair,
before.
different kind of ink.
I mean,
It's
I
an
think,
old
I
iron
think
ink.
the point stands. Iron Gall ink is not as nifty as modern ink, but you're probably still not going to be able to feel it on a piece of paper.
Okay,
There's
so what?
also the fact that literally my minor illusions are just as good as anything we could duplicate.
I mean,
here.
if we're worried about texture, we could literally. The issue here is we can't forge documents easily. It's easiest to do it with the magic.
But
Take a piece of paper, write on it.
if they took
Illusion
it
it.
and took it over to a table to stamp it, it would not work
Why not?
because she can't move the illusion.
We gave it to Grim and
no,
he
I
waved it
cast
around.
the illusion.
Yeah,
Does it? And with minor illusion, it doesn't. You can't move it.
no, you did major image.
Yeah,
Can you move it with major image?
Yeah.
yeah, it
okay.
exists. Well, it doesn't exist, but it's its own.
It's like a program.
It's a concentration.
Yeah, it's a programmed concentration spell.
So I create it and then I can use it.
Might work. Unless they go try to stamp all of ours at the same time.
It's just go hang out in the bars.
Go find Bud.
Never not down to hang out in bars.
Oh yeah.
Roll me D percentiles.
Everybody or Jacob?
27.
Perfect.
We have a friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
Oh, so I figure ships you've heard of. I was given it a 10% per ship. So there you go. You've got your.
What's my friend's name?
This is actually important.
His name is Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Cool.
And which ship is he on?
I only asked to see the look on your face.
Yeah, he's on the Agassiz.
Okay.
Simple names coming our way.
I mean,
Agassiz is a simple name.
Wyatt.
Why it is?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a reason for that one.
Is he a human?
It's the kid from last week.
Oh.
Oh,
We
my.
didn't actually meet any people who weren't already named last week, so
Yeah.
we'll include him. We'll include him this week.
Okay, so what is Wyatt like?
Is he a dapper gentleman?
Wyatt
He's a
is
sailor.
Sailor.
Wyatt is a sailor.
Kind of mutually exclusive.
Gilligan on Gilligan's Island.
Different era.
We don't know what year we're set in.
We don't have
XYZZ
motorboats.
apparently, if I remember right.
Not any more working motorboats.
I don't think we have motorboats at all.
This could be a
I don't know if they
post-apocalyptic world where
No.
radiation has caused mutations to create magical effects. And
They
you know
did-
what? There could be wreckages of motorboats and ships and ancient civilizations we haven't found yet. You don't know.
Gilligan didn't have
You don't have
motorboats.
dates in a calendar we recognize.
No. That's why they were in trouble when they got into the storm, because they had nothing.
What if the motor just broke?
No. It was a little
Crash,
shit.
man.
But the time period had
Everything going well with your recording there? Random?
My recording is fine, except for the fact that my computer's panicking because I don't have any storage space left.
Oh shit.
Should we pause? Or no, don't pause.
No, we're not pausing. It's fine. I'm just deleting apps. It's fine. So Wyatt is a fairly seasoned sailor. You shipped out with him several times in the past. He's reliable. He's pretty decent in a bar fight.
Salty.
And generally, pretty easy to get along with.
Yellow Wyatt.
And you spot him in this tavern.
Walk
Don't
over
ask
here.
me what the tavern is named. I will slap you. I will literally stand up, step over this coffee table, and smack the shit
No,
out
we
of
do
you.
need to ask him. We need to
Oh,
reach
I got better. I would like to
We need to
walk
reach
over to the
the-
bartender, ask him his name, and ask him for a couple of drinks.
My name is you.
Spell with a
And-
Q.
Oh wait. So pause. I'm gonna tell a story from last D&D. Jesse, maybe edit this out.
I would like to bring Wyatt a drink.
Okay.
Just some ale or the like.
Okay.
Set
So
it down.
you wander over, set the drink down. He glances up from his, which is nearly empty, and realizes that this is his old friend.
Pretty easily recognizable.
Yeah, I mean you're a cat, so there's that.
Random
What'd you do for Klondike Bar?
How you been, Wyatt?
I've been all right. What are you doing here?
Well, you know how it is. Stuff we're not supposed to be doing.
Fair enough. Is that for me?
Aye, that it is. Slide it over to him.
What can I do for you?
We were hoping to get some transport.
What kind of cargo?
Just me and some compatriots.
Where to?
I forgot the name.
I don't know what the word is.
Valagontia?
No.
Valaganti's the other one. Valancier.
Philantier. Philantier if possible. But really off this rock would be ideal.
What kind of trouble did you stir up?
It's more that we just aren't supposed to be here in the first place.
Well, we released a goddess, and
I'm not
we woke
getting
up a
into
bunch
it.
of dragons, and we released a champion of a veil, and
I'm not getting into it,
Burn down a
Jesse.
city.
oh yeah,
Pissed off a dragon.
Or 3.
And you know how it is here, they're very strict.
Yeah, Empire's a bunch of assholes.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
true.
much.
Captain I'm with right now is a bit of a stickler, but good people.
Do you have any green crew?
There's a couple.
I can show them the ropes if he'll do him a favor if he'll do us one.
Fair enough. I can always ask.
That's all I can ask for.
Probably won't be an issue. You said it's just you and 4 others?
Yes.
You didn't actually say a number, but yes. Those are voices from the beyond, since I'm probably not actually there.
I guess it's probably around.
In the general area.
Yeah, I mean, you may or may not be in this particular tavern, but I would assume that at least all of the people who are sailors are looking for familiar faces. Except Grimham would actually just be drinking. Let's be real.
he's looking for a familiar face in the reflection of his beer.
There you go.
Have you
Pretty
touched,
shitty beer.
have
if
you
it's
touched the
reflecting.
beer yet?
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Oh my god. I go for the beer.
It's an illusion. I buy you an actual beer now.
You paid off the bartender to give me an illusionary drink.
I felt like I owed you another one after eating all the illusionary drinks in the first.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Did
go
you
ahead.
pour one of
and
Danielle's
say
potions in the
yes,
second
I
one?
have.
No, I actually bought him a real beer.
Uh,
I have a likeness for Grimmum, just a little bit.
our
Doesn't
run,
appreciate.
our run isn't taking us straight back to Philancer. Are you in any particular rush?
Not in huge. Where's the run taken?
We've got a few other stops along the coast here.
Okay. Shouldn't be a problem. We'll just, stay on the ship.
Sure thing.
Guys, we're going on an adventure.
Oh my god, what were we on already?
An adventure!
We're going on a new part of the adventure.
Okay.
The aquatic part.
Didn't we already do the
Part
aquatic
two.
part?
We definitely did
Part
the aquatic
2.
part.
We're also fair hands with blades and the like, if any trouble arises.
Again, being voluntold for things that no one agrees to.
Grimmum, like,
Also, I
If
don't
people
think you
start trying
can...
to burn down your ship, the ship that we're on,
Grimmum
that's
wants to sneakily ask
yes.
the tabaxi, is there any way you can see or ask how many people have veil marks on this ship? We know what happened last time.
I was deliberately not bringing it up.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is why I pulled you aside to tell you or ask you.
Also, just a quick interjection. I don't know if you can advertise us as fair hands with blades and the such.
I mean, are you not a fair hand with and such?
There's no deception happening here.
There's some half truths and omitted information.
Yes.
Wyatt does not hear the question about the veil marks. Yeah. So he says we'll be leaving port day after tomorrow. We're waiting on a cargo load right now, and probably end up back on Philancer 3 weeks.
Alright. I'll be around if after you ask a question, come by and give me the answer and I'll buy another ale.
Sounds good to me. You staying here?
2 if it's yes.
2 if it's yes. Very smooth.
Duncan knows how to seal the deal.
Yeah.
Not a charisma caster for nothing.
Last time that was an argument, you talked about loving and leaving, so
Yeah.
well, love them, leave them tight. Well,
Not
leave
if
them, then love them.
I forgot to use the fire resist potions.
That you flirted
Against
your
the
ass
red
off
dragon.
for. You flirted with an old man and then forgot to use the potions he gave us. And you forgot the one thing your suit is fantastic for.
Yeah. Oh well, other things.
Sometimes it's just nice to brush up on the flirting skills.
Alright.
Okay, so Wyatt talks to his captain, and his captain agrees to take you guys. So now I just need to do some DM things. Yeah, so things pass pretty uneventfully as they sail to a few different ports in Cletheros. And after they drop their last load in Cletheros, you're in port for a couple more days, and then you head on back to Philancer.
Cool.
How are we filling our time on the ship?
Working.
Whittling some sort of holy symbol.
I'm gonna.
Studying.
Yeah, I'm gonna gamble.
Oh god, here we go again.
Oh god.
Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes again.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for dragon turtles.
Dragon turtles.
Yeah,
They're huge.
they are giant.
They're islands.
I just picture you like sitting there on the edge of the ship the entire time, like,
Oh no, just dolphin. Oh no, just
I
mermaid.
really want to see Duncan make a character who is actively not obsessed with dragons and watch him struggle.
It's like how dragons. Who fucking
Yeah, I want to see Drunken play a character who thinks dragons are the most boring thing in the world.
And
Oh look,
hates
another
them.
dragon. Oh look, another dragon.
more friggin' dragons.
It's probably like 7 or 8 days worth of like short little hops of port to port in Cletheros, and then now come to the lovely bit where we do random encounters.
I love that part. It's my favorite part. I mean, not my favorite part, but it's a cool part.
At least he probably won't do the one that was in Bolos that we ran into.
Which one?
Oh yeah, the ghosts.
The ghost ship.
Those were. Thank God physical power.
2d6 plus 10 ghosts.
Ghosts.
Holy crap.
2d6 plus 10?
Yes.
Yes.
That's unreal.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have about 14.
Okay, you're seeing a lot of killer whales for some unknown reason.
They're not dragon turtles.
Some floating debris.
What kind of floating debris?
Ooh.
Mermaid? Mermaid?
No.
Well, wait. Go back to the floating debris. What kind of floating debris was it? I want to see if there's anything worth anything on it.
It was flotsam.
Okay.
And Jetsam?
Oh my God, where's Ursula?
No, so flotsam is wrecked stuff, right? Jetsam is stuff that's been thrown overboard.
I think so.
Yeah, it's flotsam.
Okay. But it's just been floating for a while.
It's nothing, not like floating chests or anything. This isn't Might and Magic.
I was thinking like a potentially, like a half a shipwreck.
I gestured to you.
No!
I did. I went like this.
Okay, so Danielle just raised her hand, and she had it up for about 5-10 seconds, and then Kayla just raised her hand really quickly, and Random obviously pointed to Kayla.
Yep.
So I don't actually care who goes first.
I don't
Someone
actually have a
talks.
question.
I just wanted to know if I could play a mermaid at some point, because that sounds like fun.
Not a relevant question
Sorry,
at the
Random,
moment,
I
dear.
got you in trouble.
You got him in so much trouble.
If you want to play a mermaid, then maybe you should just DM.
Yeah, there you go. Then
Or
you
you
can
could
just
be like a Triton.
play
Random.
all the mermaids.
You had an out there,
Yeah, you
and you didn't take it. Sure, you can play a mermaid at some point. That'll go great.
Yeah. Anyway, so then you're out at sea for maybe.
I can
Maybe
come up with a
12
question
days.
if it's gonna make you feel better.
Maybe 12
No.
days you're out at sea, and then the lookout reports a strange disturbance
In the force? In the
in
weave?
the water, maybe a mile away, and it's a massive whirlpool.
Okay, so there's Charybdis. Where's
Right
Scylla?
where I went.
Yeah,
Would this signify the abyss? Or is this just a regular massive
I actually went
No,
to
it's
let's
just
turn
a
away.
regular old whirlpool.
I went straight to the Odyssey,
Okay,
so Mr. Crow should be proud.
so I didn't prepare spells for that.
Can we go around that, please? Seems like a good idea.
I don't see why not.
I mean, it does
You
go in a
mean right to the
roundabout fashion.
center.
Yeah, I did the check. It's
Where's
not.
the lead?
It's not a portal to the elemental plane of water.
Dang it.
Otherwise, there would be fun stuff coming out of it.
Fun stuff.
Dodge the bullet.
Yeah. 2 more, I believe. You see a ship of the line, for all intents and purposes. But it's not hostile. Just is out.
While we're
and about.
sailing, I'd like to take a look at what our cargo is, if possible.
It's textiles.
Wait, so we just completely avoided that whirlpool? No
Yeah.
problem.
Mhm.
Cool. Great.
Minor course correction.
Just like
Turn left, then turn left.
How
Do a
about,
U-turn. Go back.
how about no?
You turn ahead.
Yeah. And yeah, generally just uneventful. You were running experiments. No, you were studying. You were
Making my holy symbol.
making your holy symbol. So make me a crafting check. And you were gambling.
Mhm.
So let's do some rolls. You're using your weighted dice, right?
I'm changing, but yes. Going between my loaded dice and my engraved bone dice.
Okay.
Mixing it up.
Well, if you're anytime, we're gonna do.
Advantage when you're using loaded?
Yeah, and let's just call it. You're not gonna find anybody who's gonna bet more than like 5 gold here.
Okay. So do we just want to do the
Let's
first?
just do like 20, I guess.
Okay, so first, I'm doing first 10 loaded, first 10, last 10 not.
Alright.
Okay.
You win. You win.
12,
You lose.
19,
You win.
10,
You win.
5,
You lose.
17,
You win.
6.
You win.
Okay.
So you win 7. You lose 2. You win 1.
Okay.
So you win 8. You lose 2 with the loaded.
It's still like a good thing to do.
16,
Win.
not 20,
Win.
14,
Win.
8,
Win.
13,
Lose.
not 20,
Win.
16,
Win.
not 20,
Win.
9,
Lose. Lose.
is that it?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
You did way more than 10.
This is 20.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's.
That-
20.
that
We
was-
did 10
that's
So
what-
loaded.
115 lost 5.
Yeah.
We did 10 loaded, 10 regular.
Okay, well you did a total of like 30.
No.
No, they did 20. I
They
was
did
counting.
20. You counted.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I think you had restarted your hand, so I saw
I restarted this
115.
hand.
No, I mean, I saw that, but I thought you had like...
Right, you restarted
Done
that hand. We
loaded
have 2
and-
checks left.
I restarted this hand twice. This was the third time this hand went.
I believe math checks out.
This
You got
is
5,
20
that
times.
one's
Okay.
blank.
I agree.
15 and
Yeah.
5.
Congratulations. You
Yeah,
won
no,
50
like
gold.
you won just as much with your unloaded dice.
Yeah.
Unreal.
I think he actually won more with the unloaded die.
My creativity check. Is there a bonus to that?
Are you proficient in woodworking tools or anything of the sort?
Navigator's tools.
That's a no. So that would be for woodwork, for like whittling. Do you think that's Jacob?
What?
Higher of Dex or Wiz?
Definitely Dex.
Dex.
0, so that's 11.
Okay, you make progress. It's still kind of rough. You feel like you could probably improve.
Yeah.
Oh, quite a dice. Trying to summon a dragon turtle.
Why are you trying to summon a dragon turtle?
You want
Looking for
another
the dragon
dragon?
turtle. That was what I was thinking.
Also, how are you trying to summon a dragon turtle?
Roll 3 of a number and ask if that's a dragon turtle.
I'm
I'm not saying it's likely, I'm just saying I'm trying.
14. We're gonna make 14 as dragon
I was
turtles.
thinking it was 21s.
Oh.
Rip.
I mean, I've yet to roll 2 of any numbers, so it's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna sit here and roll dice for a while.
Oh god.
Okay, that's fine.
That's gonna be fun audio.
Yeah,
Hey, it actually looks really nice on our screen.
I've stopped using my heavy metal die because I saw it on the screen. I was like, can I have a quieter dice, please?
It actually looks really nice. It's pretty consistent.
Okay,
Look, chunk.
It's gonna put people to sleep.
So, assuming that Duncan doesn't,
Summon a dragon
Yeah,
summon a
I rolled
dragon turtle.
like 27 times and I've yet to summon anything.
Yeah, that's probably a good sign that you're not going to run into a dragon turtle on your way home.
It's from my phone case.
I did roll a natural 1 on those checks.
I also rolled a nat 20.
Not
Several
No.
nat 20s.
no. Yeah, you rolled up a lot of nat 20s.
I did.
Kayla.
What? Oh, thank you.
I was really wanting you to do that before you said something.
Yeah, so
can't
just so y'all know, random encounters happened on 18 plus for the table, and natural ones are an encounter with,
Beasties.
yeah,
I don't.
The
Twisted.
The corrupted.
The corrupted. That sounds right.
Is
Yeah. Corrupted. So.
So give me the baby D20.
Cool.
If it does a 14, I can't tell, but that has to be in it.
So, yeah, in the middle of this trip, you do have an encounter with the corrupted.
Some kind of dire dolphin.
A dire dolphin?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just a big ass dolphin?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Not a celestial dire well.
I don't think I can go that high. Maybe greater fine seed.
Oh yeah, see for a steed, that'd be interesting. I appreciate it. Just run giant seahorse.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with the same sort of corrupted that you ran into before. Just so I don't have to deal with finding a different stat block for them or anything.
One T.
Yep. So the stat block being used for these is Raunchy Mind Whisperer. And
3T.
Floor. So once again, they will be attacking the ship at night. They will get to the ship without being detected.
Oh. I'm probably sleeping in Crow's Nest again.
Yeah, no reason for you not to, honestly. Yeah, so same sort of little bump as before on the side of the ship. Everybody has a passive perception of 13.
Maya's
Except
dungeon.
for the obvious exception.
Acadius.
Arcadius, who sucks.
Yeah, sleeping.
Man likes his beauty sleep.
Yeah, so there's a gentle thump on the side of the ship, but the person in the crow's nest does not report it as anything worth noting because probably just some flotsam. That's how soft it was. And so you're all asleep, and now there's some things on board that want to eat you.
All right. Thank you for listening to this episode. My name's Jesse. You've been listening to the Lacka Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, just wait till you hear the next. We'll see you next week.